Today we're going to look at mutations. Evolution took place by a series of millions of mutations, according to evolutionists. Sorry, X-Men fans, mutations are not a good thing, ever. Mutations are always harmful, fatal, or at best neutral. No harmful effects can be detected, but they are never permanently good. Mutations are genetic accidents. Down syndrome is just one example. There are some that are much worse than that, and of course some that are deadly. Mutations are a loss of information within the DNA of an organism or a creature. The more information that is lost, the more harmful it is to the living thing. Now, mutations are supposed to be the vehicle of evolution. But how can things get better by always getting worse? Or another way of saying it is how can there be an increase in information for more complex creatures by always subtracting information through mutations? No one has ever discovered a good mutation in the history of science. Now, some attempt to use the mutation of bacteria as an example of good mutations, but these examples have serious flaws in them. Let's take a look at the mutation of bacteria. These mutations are bacteria that are lacking information that the normal bacteria have. The mutation, missing information, allows the bacteria to survive while exposed to antibiotics, but they die off much faster, that is, than the normal bacteria, once they are put back into the normal population of that specific type of bacteria. Even though there is a temporary benefit, this mutation is still an overall disadvantage. Now, there are other situations where a disadvantage, such as a mutation, can be a life-saving benefit, temporarily. A good example might be blindness. Mutations can cause blindness. Now, is blindness ever good? Well, it could be in certain situations. For instance, we know that people that are more relaxed have less of a tendency to be fatally injured in an auto accident than those that are tense. If a blind person was relaxed before a serious auto accident because he could not see the accident coming, it is possible that blindness could be the reason that that person's life was saved. So, it is feasible that a serious disability caused by a mutation could save a person's life. But no one would desire to be blind permanently through their life because it might save their life at some time. Once that blind person is put back into regular society, the disadvantages of blindness become apparent once again. Mutations have an overwhelmingly negative or lethal effect if enough information is removed. Now, the past president of the French Academy of Science and chair of evolution at the Sorbonne in Paris summarized the problem that evolutionists have with mutations. He said, no matter how numerous they may be, mutations do not produce any kind of evolution. The opportune appearance of mutations permitting animals and plants to meet their needs seems hard to believe, yet the Darwinian theory is even more demanding. A single plant or a single animal would require thousands and thousands of lucky, appropriate events. Thus, miracles would become the rule. Events with infinitesimal probability could no longer fail to occur. Now, there is no law against daydreaming, but science must not indulge in it. So we see that mutations are supposed to be the vehicle for evolution. But the problem is that vehicle is always heading in the wrong direction. For more information, go to evosecrets.com.